Words from my great mentor here on my lunch break. She said, Mom's 69, you can't leave Mom's. You can't get her own spot and you get your own spot. That's still leaving Mom's. Mom's is you. You are your mom's just on a different mission. So you need to help her and come together. You guys are all you got. But you gotta hurry up, because like I told you, you're in the third quarter with 5 minutes left. And anything messing up your path of millions is a waste of time and is messing up your goal. This been your goal since elementary school to be living like Crockett and Tubbs off Miami Vice. Anybody, and I'm gonna tell you again, anybody that's not talking about money like a fanatic, you are never gonna get where you need to be with them. You've been single all your life since your ex, and it has worked out great. You ain't got no kids, you ain't got no drama, you ain't got no stress. The serious stress that happened with your moms, you done kept it in control for the last 2 years off your research, and only 40% of it has been applied, and it's still working good. You still doing shit right. But you need that vacation with me and Megan. 4 weeks with two women that are living the life that you want to be living in. Your ideas are excellent. You don't need anybody. The haters in your circle need you. And that's what they fear most, of you finding out that you don't need them at all. You got all the game in the world. You just don't even know it. That's the realest shit you ever was told in your life. You still saved a lot of money for decades you didn't touch, which shows discipline. But ADHD, learned helplessness, and mental issues messed you up, slowed you up. No braces. Another problem with confidence. Got skill rapping, still got skill rapping, still one of the best out there from the CPT with an 80 style. Now you teaching people how to get limitless credit limits, teach them how to rap for free, teach them how to be a G, how to survive in jail, how to be a rider, all that game for $99.95, and you want to find an investor to put in about $10,000 to $50,000 on promoting it, and you give him 70% and you take 30 before taxes, meaning pay him and website, all that, all them fees. You get your 30% off top. So if you make $1 million, you getting 300,000 before anything. People say that's not smart. I say that's genius. I say take it up a notch and say 90-10. Get a ass 90%, you take 10. Or 85-15, make them jump on it. Make it happen. You in the third quarter with 5 minutes. You got to remember that time getting short. Make it happen. Once you get in that center, have it in the back of your head to take a 90-10, but you start off with 65-35. 65-35 ain't interested. If he jump on it for 65-35, like you said yourself, tell him, you know what, since you wasn't playing 70-30. Straight like that. Somebody come with 70-30, you be like, you know what, since you serious, 75-25. Somebody come with, I give you 25, I take 75. Since you serious, 80-20. Somebody say 80-20 and that's all I can do. You know what, since you serious, 85-15. Not lower than 10 though, and only take 10% if it's a big time investor. Somebody that's like Peter Marco sitting on at least $50 million, meaning he could put $1 million on promotion and get y'all 1 million sales and make 100 million, and you still got $15 million, so you can live the life you always wanted. See, you are a fanatic with money, and all millionaires are fanatics. I was a fanatic to be a shrink and a doctor and running my own thing at 28 years old. You was a fanatic to find a mentor to give you some game, and you figured out how to get Chat GPT to find my ass. You got Irvine happy enough to invest $25,000 into you and make a $50,000 profit. Really 40, gave you 10, could have been 20, but you opt for 10, but 10,000 is more than you got from anybody in your circle. She bees about it. She don't just talk about it. A lot of people talk about shit. You can tell people shit. They talk about, oh, I know this person, I know that person. They do this, they do this, they do that. Once you ready, you don't hear shit from them because niggas is all talking. Irvine a real baller. Irvine a millionaire. She worth at least about $10 million. Had a $5 million house now and an $8.7 million mini mansion in Calabasas with her auntie. And setting it up where your black ass can kick it with her for 2 weeks. You did the sweetest shit telling me you didn't care about the trip, so I'm gonna kick it with you by Rodale Drive since I gotta take care of business in Santa Monica anyway. That's cool. You the type of person you supposed to be a billionaire. But soon as you make this deal happen yourself, you will be. We can't give it to you. Me and Irvine could have been gave you $10,000, $50,000 to invest, but you gotta do it. You do different shit with your money. And what you do is cool. Because most people think they can save their way to being rich, and they save it and still ain't got shit. You out there living your dream, making it happen. Figured out how to flip credit. Credit is an important thing in this life. You are proof. You had a 647 and turned it into a 786 in 9 fucking months. Bought you a $75,000 Beamer with no money down and no check stubs. People can't do shit like that. That's information. You tell them how to do all that, come for this $100. You will find an investor. All you got to do is what you said. I've thought about it. That's the best idea you can come with. When you said had a little dog face mask with your mouth out with the Kim Kardashian shirt with a loudspeaker flowing, busting hard ass raps, how your song did in a demo on a USB played on a little speaker for you can play it loud, lip singing, and you will be out there doing it. People gonna be filming it. Rodale Drive is cracking. Everything you say, you don't need to go to no more plans. I figured it out today. That's why I'm sending you this message on your lunch break. You don't have to write no more plans. Finish the ones you talked about. Finish that one with Kim. Get the little mask. She said, she writing it out. She said, get the little mask, the one with the mouth out, not the full mask, because your voice is gonna be messed up. Get the little eye patch mask like Robin Hood, the Kim Kardashian shirt, do the song in studio for $30, play it on a loudspeaker and be lip singing it. Have about 8 different verses you bust, and after that it just keep repeating and repeating and repeating. Just be out there buzzing, flowing them rhymes with that mask on. People are gonna record you. It's gonna go viral. Then you're gonna blow up, and people gonna like your story. You went from a Kia Stinger to an $80,000 BMW with finance charges. This nigga shit work. His credit score went from a 640 to a 786. He bust a Beamer with no money down, with a 4% interest rate. You know what the fuck you're talking about. That being said, don't let nothing slow down your hustle. Like I say, anybody that's not obsessed with the millions, you need to let them go and run across them when you get rich. You ain't got time for that. Your first love was your ex. And why? Because she was a gangster, because she was a rider, because she was Miami Vice. Your ex was actually a gangster Catholic. She was a Catholic person. She was a gangster priest. That's why she's so cold. Because she went to Catholic school, but she mixed it all in with her devilish ways. Esmeralda ain't no joke. I don't even think you know, but I know you do know, but you don't know what I know. But I know what you know, but you don't know everything that I know and the way her mind works. She's like a 5.0 graduate, super smart, figured out everything, figured out how to get out of prison without a lawyer. Kind of a lawyer. She told a lawyer what to do. Got game, discipline. Did 4 years in a hole that was only 4 inches tall. And I know you lost her picture, but I got a picture. I'm sending it to you. I just found that picture. You sent it to me when she got out of prison. Need your ass whooped for losing it. That being said, don't mess with nobody in your life that's not about success, that's not trying to get money. I gotta go. I know your lunch is over. That X5 is gonna change in a year. I think it's gonna be badass. But damn, she right there. What she say? But that being said, you got the right mind frame. Get that Brabus GLE 63S next summer. Pay this X5 off. Your utilization will be a 0. Your credit score will be a 840. And you can go get that Brabus wet black with the orange interior, just like Irvine's G-Wagon with the 63S, and be out there putting it down. But if you find an investor by Halloween or when you get your new teeth around that time of Thanksgiving of this year, oh yeah, you will definitely be living in a condo down the street on Rodale Drive, putting it down with plan 3 that we talked about. But I know you ain't spoke on that one because I done cross-examined your ass all day. Yeah, we do got a new plan, but I ain't telling nobody about that one until I got Peter Marco's teeth in that Brabus GLE 63S. All right, y'all. Words from my great mentor. I'm putting them together, then I'm out.